Johnny, times seem tougher now than what they used to be. Johnny, I mean, we got better computers and better sort of shit like that, but I often think why we even bothered winning World War II. What do you mean by that? Yeah, why we bothered? I mean, we sent all these poor bloody blokes out there, millions of people out there to fight World War II, struggling for freedom and all that sort of bullshit, and it just seems we're going to go the way of Russia in 1950 anyway. Yeah, they were fighting for freedom and all that sort of stuff, Johnny. God bless them. And they were fighting what they believed in, and it's just going to fucking fizzle away anyway and just be... Well, I suppose they would be pretty upset. Yeah, they were fighting to keep things better. Johnny, are you saying that we should have let the Germans win the fucking war? So was it all in vain? So did we just waste fucking millions of lives and everything just to end up going down that same track anyway? Well, I suppose when you think about it, would we be any worse off, Johnny? Well, apparently so, Johnny. I mean, there was rationing in World War II, for Christ's sake. Rationing after World War II, and everyone fought to make it better and grow more food and do all that sort of shit. And here we are in 2023 with the talk of rationing in London, and we've even got rationing here, Johnny. Rationing? Are they talking about rationing? Yeah, well, if they're limiting what people can take, like one bag of this and one bag of that, that's rationing. Well, I suppose we are. We haven't been able to get dim sims for a bloody long time.
They're rationing tomatoes in the supermarkets. We're told it's about supply chains, bad weather and the price of heating. But right now, in terms of the messaging, I suspect it's more about pushing the word, rationing. Less about any believable shortage of food and more about getting us used to hearing the word. No doubt, if experience is anything to go by, the rest will come later. My money says the rationing app for our smartphones is already sitting on a hard drive somewhere, ready when we are. For now, it's more of a familiar process of psychological manipulation. Get us acquainted with the general idea of food scarcity so that we're well primed when the planned reality is unrolled.
And back in World War II, Johnny, and the Cold War and all that, we didn't want to be taken over by a tyrant. Tyrants would take us over, and all our freedoms would be curtailed and all that sort of shit. But governments around the world in 2023, Johnny, they just want to do that anyway. So we may as well have just jumped straight to it. But Johnny, you're always on about the government trying to bloody control us somehow. How are they going to control us? How? They want to get us completely dependent on world government.
Now, once most of the population has been forced into cities, the next order of business will be to make everyone as reliant on the government as possible to ensure compliance. This will again be done by any means necessary, and recent events suggest that successive crises of some kind will be the solution. Once everyone has a digital ID that's linked to their wallets and internet activity, the population will be suitably pliable, and all in the name of the environment.
Holy shit, Johnny.
Now, I want to say that this is some huge conspiracy, but the more that I research this stuff, the harder it becomes to look away from the truth.
Yeah, I don't think the armed forces were fighting for that in 1942.
I'm free as the wind.